Coronation Street fans have had their hearts broken with the news that Helen Worth, the iconic actress who has played Gail Platt for over 50 years, is set to leave the beloved soap. Gail Platt, known for her resilience, warmth, and knack for surviving one traumatic event after another, has been at the core of some of the most memorable and gripping storylines in Coronation Street history. With her departure scenes being filmed this week, fans are bracing themselves for an emotional exit fitting for a character who has weathered everything from turbulent romances to shocking family betrayals. But while Gail may have been at the center of countless crises, it seems her exit might bring a rare moment of peace, or at least a fresh start. This week, this morning's soap expert Sharon Marshall shed some light on what's in store for Gail as Helen Worth films her final scenes. Sharon confirmed that Gail's departure would be a bittersweet farewell, but reassured fans that there was no Gail-sized coffin on set, indicating she would leave Coronation Street alive and intact. The storyline is being kept under wraps, but producers have teased that the exit will be an emotional tribute to the character. Sharon speculated that one question remains, whether Gail will leave as a single woman or married to her current love interest, Jesse Chadwick. Jess's recent return to Gail's life has stirred up both excitement and concern among the Platt family, who worry about his possible connection to crime and gangsters. Although he's assured Gail that his feelings are genuine, her family fears that his return could jeopardize her hard-earned stability. Gail's children, particularly her son David Platt, have been vocal about their suspicions. But Jesse's earnest charm has drawn Gail in, and she's remained firm in her belief that he might just be the man she's been waiting for. She proposed to him recently, and he accepted, giving fans hope that Gail might finally find some happiness. While the Platt family's distrust of Jesse continues to loom large, his involvement in a subplot involving stolen money and local gangsters has cast a shadow on what should be a joyous moment. Gail suffered a health scare recently when a heated family argument about Jesse ended in a heart attack. Although she survived, the incident was a poignant reminder of her fragility and the years of stress she has endured. The heart attack also intensified her children's fears that she's making another dangerous mistake by allowing Jess back into her life. Gail's relationship history reads like a checklist of heartbreaks, betrayals, and tragedies, with 5 marriages behind her, one of which was to a man later revealed as a serial killer. It's no wonder the Platt family is wary of another love interest stepping into Gail's life. Yet after a life filled with loss and hardship, fans are hopeful that Gail's storyline will conclude on a positive note, with her finding love, companionship, and perhaps a fresh beginning. Helen Worth's decision to leave Coronation Street after 5 decades is monumental, not only for her, but for the many fans who have watched her evolve from a young girl to the matriarch of the Platt family. Speaking about her departure earlier this year, Helen expressed her deep gratitude for the journey she's shared with the Coronation Street cast, crew, and fans. She said, "This year felt like the perfect time to leave the show after celebrating 50 years in the most wonderful job on the most wonderful street in the world." For Helen, leaving the show is bittersweet, as she shared, "I have been truly blessed to have been given the most incredible scripts week in and week out, and to have worked with fantastic actors, directors, and a brilliant crew." As filming for her final scenes wraps up, fans are speculating wildly about how Gail's story will conclude. With no deaths or tragic exits planned, it's possible that Gail will leave the cobbles on her own terms, which would be a fitting and empowering end for the beloved character. Some fans hope she might reunite with old friends or even leave Weatherfield to explore new horizons. Others are rooting for her romance with Jesse to thrive, despite the risks. Will Gail take a chance on love one last time, or will she decide to walk away from Weatherfield solo, ending her story with a graceful farewell? Sharon Marshall, speaking on This Morning, hinted that Gail's journey could indeed end in a moment of self-discovery and independence. After all, Gail has faced loss after loss, having had to grapple with the murder of her husband Joe McIntyre and the trauma of discovering her son David's violent behavior. Marshall's remark, "Surely, after 5 husbands, one of whom was a serial killer, bodies under her annex, and being the mother of David Platt, they got to give her a little bit of happiness in the end. Sums up the hope that fans have for Gail's final storyline. Many fans are reflecting on Gail's most iconic moments on the show. She's faced stalkers, fraud, house fires, and family feuds, always managing to pick herself back up and carry on. Her tenacity and warmth have made her a soap icon, and her emotional strength has inspired viewers who've watched her character grow from a young woman into a seasoned matriarch. Gail's story has been one of survival and resilience, qualities that Coronation Street has long celebrated through her character. As Helen Worth's time on Coronation Street draws to a close, both fans and fellow cast members are preparing for an emotional goodbye. Helen's presence on the show has left an indelible mark, and her departure signals the end of an era for Coronation Street. For the fans who've watched her grow, make mistakes, find love, and endure loss, Gail's exit will be an emotional milestone. The cobbled streets of Weatherfield won't be the same without her, but fans are hopeful that her character will receive the joyful, fulfilling ending she so deserves. Whether Gail's journey concludes with a romantic resolution, a new adventure, or a quiet departure, Helen Worth's legacy as Gail Platt will remain a cherished part of Coronation Street history. As the Platt matriarch leaves behind her long and eventful life on the street, fans can take solace in knowing that after years of turmoil, she will finally find peace. Gail's story is a reminder of the power of resilience, love, and family, and her departure will leave a lasting legacy on the cobbles she called home for so many years.